Ladies and gentlemen, it's so lovely to be here. There's no feeling like being with this audience. Welcome to The Late Show. I'm your host, Stephen Colbert. Ladies and gentlemen, but of course, you already knew that. All of the news today is stuff we already know. Facebook is evil. Global warming is real. Republican officials helped plan the coup. Pop-Tarts contain no fruit. That's true, and that's our top story because the company, this is true, the company that makes the toaster pastry is being sued for $5 million because frosted strawberry Pop-Tarts contain 2% or less of dried strawberries, dried pears, and dried apples. Yeah, we know. That's why we like him. On the other hand, the brown sugar cinnamon Pop-Tarts has real sugar and 50% of your recommended daily allowance of brown. But I am contractually obligated to be surprised about what's happening in the world, so here goes nothing. How about that weather we're having, huh? Ain't that a kick in the khakis? Less than a week after the governor of California declared a drought emergency, a huge storm brought potentially historic rain to the Golden State. In Sacramento, they got more than 5.5 inches of rain, which broke the previous record set in 1880. And San Francisco had its 4th wettest day in the city's history. The first wettest day, of course, was when Harry Styles came to the Fillmore and performed Watermelon Sugar. Wow. Wow. That struck home. That touched a nerve, shall we say. And it's not just the rain. There are also winds that are so strong it took a semi and levitated it across a bridge. I hope that trucker's okay and that the lid was on his pee bottle. Speaking of which, outside the 49ers stadium, wind also blew porta potties across the parking lot. Now we know what happens when the fan hits the So, it's quality. That's a quality family joke.
Yeah, it's a quality joke.
Bring the kids in for that joke. So what's causing this? Humans. But more specifically, there's an offshore storm system known as a bomb cyclone. Yes, bomb cyclones, because that's what weather is now. Just a combination of terrible things. So get ready for next week's forecast of murder typhoon, stabacanes, and the rest of the week is floods that try to explain Bitcoin to you. I don't care. I don't care what blockchain is. Stop trying to explain blockchain. Oh, there's some exciting news out of the negotiations over President Biden's Build Back Better bill. As of this weekend, reports are Democrats are near a deal on the spending bill, and I am near excited to bring you this breaking nearly news. For more context, let's watch TV. First up, Jeremy Diamond at CNN. Jeremy, are they on the precipice of a deal?
It does appear that these Democratic leaders are on the precipice of a deal.
Okay. Is it clear how much progress was made yesterday?
It's not clear how much progress was exactly made yesterday.
Well, anyone, what do we know?
We don't know a whole lot yet.
Okay, what don't we know?
There are still a few unknowns.
Okay, so what are these known unknowns that were discussed?
We don't know the exact details of what was discussed.
Okay, given how little we know, can cable news get to a place where they can talk continually about these negotiations and still tell us nothing?
Can they get there? That's the question at the moment.
Thank you all. Thank you all for nothing. There it is.
I like that.
We will stay on this story as there continues not to be one. Now, crucially, the spending bill's almost existence is close to being semi-confirmed by Speaker Nancy Pelosi, who told reporters that the Democrats are pretty much there on the social spending bill. That's some real texting your friends 2 minutes away when you haven't left your house yet energy. I'm right around the corner. I'm right around the corner. Go ahead and order some paid family leave for the table. No, that's not the sound of my shower running. How could you hear my shower when I'm texting? What's this? I'm getting another alert. It's a breaking could be something. We're hearing that these traces of progress may have been detected this weekend in a mythical land called Delaware.
President Biden and Senator Joe Manchin, Senator Chuck Schumer, the Senate Majority Leader, they had a critical meeting yesterday at President Biden's Delaware home. And during that meeting, we're told that they made some progress in reaching towards a deal.
Okay, now we're talking. The word is they haven't actually reached a deal, but by the end of the meeting, these three old men were able to put aside their differences and release a joint statement saying, quote, they sure don't make them like Sophia Loren anymore. It is, and they do not. They do not. Treat yourself.
Days, huh?
Treat yourself to, I don't know what she was in. It is a monumentally bad day for Facebook, the world's top social media network and uncle radicalizer. Thanks to hundreds of leaked internal documents, 17 news organizations are publishing a series of stories about all of the damage Facebook does. For example, how coordinated groups on Facebook sow discord and violence, including on January 6th. That's in addition to the discord your cousin sows on Facebook by announcing she's named her twins Dash and Otter. Unsurprisingly, a lot of misinformation has to do with Facebook's CEO, Mark Zuckerberg. Last year, he testified before Congress that Facebook removes 94% of hate speech, but the company's own researchers estimated it was removing less than 5%. That's a hell of a spread. Mom, I know I said I got 94% on the math test, but it was actually 5%. I didn't lie. I just really suck at math. The CEO's... I did. I sucked at math. I sucked at math.
You got it.
I did. The CEO's influence was so strong that a former VP at Facebook said, the specter of Zuckerberg looms in everything the company does. Okay, but is it his specter? Or did he just wear too much sunscreen again? Social media isn't the only thing that helped cause the January 6th riot. So did GOP officials, because organizers of the insurrection now say they participated in dozens of planning meetings with members of Congress and White House staff. Wow. Really? Great planning, guys. Okay, you grab the podium, you smear poop on the walls, the rest of you record everything on your phones and put it on Facebook so we definitely get caught. Let's go to jail. One of the teamwork. One of the most surprising, completely not surprising revelations is how many Republican members of Congress were involved in the planning. We're talking intellectual giants like Paul Gosar, Lauren Boebert, Mo Brooks, Madison Cawthorn, Andy Biggs, and Louis Gohmert. It's a real Ocean's 11 of people who can't count to 10. This wasn't just a man. They have to set reminders on their phone to remind themselves to breathe. This wasn't just a random event with weirdos like the Q shaman. This was a conspiracy to overturn a Democratic election that included the weirdos in Congress. One of the organizers said, I remember Marjorie Taylor Greene specifically. Yes, I can imagine it's hard to forget someone who tells you forest fires are caused by circumcised space lasers. We got a great show for you tonight. My guest is Mr. Bruce Springsteen.